Stephen A. Smith Show, coming at you at the very least 3 times a week over the digital airwaves of YouTube and, of course, iHeartRadio. As always, I'd like to pause and take a moment to thank and show my appreciation to all my subscribers and followers. We continue to climb, and we've now exceeded over 894,000 subscribers, along with over 3 million downloads on iHeartRadio. Can't thank y'all enough for the love and support. Keep it coming, and I'm going to keep on coming. To continue to like and follow the show, just click the bell to get notified for all of our new content, and you too shall be the latest new member of the Stephen A. Smith Show family. And while you're doing that, please don't forget to pick up a copy of my New York Times best-selling book, Straight Shooter, a memoir of second chances and first takes, now in paperback. Just go to straightshooterbook.com to get yourself a copy. Once again, that's straightshooterbook.com to get yourself a copy. Listen, I got to get started, all right? I got to get started today with the NBA, where things are not looking good for the Milwaukee Bucks, all right? The Milwaukee Bucks, were destroyed last night by Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies, 122-99. The Grizzlies were led by Morant, who had 26 points, 14 assists, and 10 boards, a triple-double. Yes, that dude, Ja Morant, watch out for him. But as for Milwaukee, Giannis had 37 and 11. But that's about it. Damian Lillard, brace yourself for this, only had 4 points on 1 for 12 shooting. That is not something that we're accustomed to seeing from Damian Lillard. Doc Rivers and the Milwaukee Bucks are currently sitting at the bottom of the Eastern Conference with a record of 1-4. And let me tell you something right now. Let me just put it out there on Front Street. Doc Rivers is in trouble, and the Milwaukee Bucks, as a franchise, are in trouble. They're old, ladies and gentlemen. They're old. Now, you can look at Giannis Antetokounmpo and you can, the Greek freak, and you can blame him all you want to. I just want to remind you, the brother averaging 28 and 11. I just want to remind you of that. But the bottom line is they're old. They look old. It is what it is. Chris Middleton ain't healthy, and we get all of that. Drew Holiday's gone. Remember, you traded a bunch of your assets along with Holiday to get Damian Lillard. Remember, this is the same Milwaukee Bucks team that had a Dante DiVincenzo in 2022 and gave up on him because he couldn't recover soon enough from his ankle injury, and you brought in aging Serge Ibaka. Serge Ibaka. The bottom line is, when you look at it, all they've got right now, it seems, is Giannis and Damian Lillard, and it doesn't appear to be enough. The Milwaukee Bucks look bad. Now, I said he averaging 28, but let me be specific. Right now, thus far, Giannis is averaging 30.4 points per game, 4th in the NBA, shooting 66% from the field, averaging 11.6 rebounds per game, 5.8 assists, and they're still 1-4, getting their ass kicked. I'm bringing all of this up because Giannis might want out. Now, after this season, he's got 3 years to go plus a play option, and we get all of that part. Damian Lillard got a year to go before he's got to play an option. We got all of that. But what else do you have? I'm just looking at them right now. Middleton has missed 48% of his games since the start of the 2022-23 season. You got Doc Rivers. Listen, he inherited a team that was 32-14 and the second seed in the Eastern Conference without him. And then last year, he went 17-19, and it was tied for 20th. In terms of his rank, in terms of his record since he arrived. And now you look at what's transpiring right now, they're 18-23 in regular season games under Doc Rivers. That's unacceptable. I love the man, but that's unacceptable. They got to do something. And I'm not advocating for anybody's dismissal or removal or whatever. I'm just talking about the future of the Milwaukee Bucks look bleak. So why hesitate? Why hold it back? It's pretty damn bad. When you got a Greek freak that's averaging 30 and 11 on 66% shooting from the field, and you're still losing 4 straight by double digits, and you only got 1 victory on the season, and that 1 victory came against the Philadelphia Eagles, who didn't have Joel Embiid and Paul George. This is pretty damn bad. This is what happened. Their opening game was against the Sixers. The Sixers. No Joel Embiid, no Paul George, and that's the only victory you have. And everybody else is smoking you, despite Giannis averaging 30 and 11. Damian Lillard struggling to shoot the ball. He missed all 6 of his 3-pointers last night. He's shooting just 6 for 33. That's 18% on threes in the last 4 games. I know he'll turn it around, but the point is he has to. Because what we didn't expect was to look at the Milwaukee Bucks and say, yo, that's all they got. That's all they have. But it is. And why am I bringing this up? because I don't believe that Giannis is going to stay. That's where I'm coming from with it. I'm looking at his numbers. I'm mistaken. He's got 3 years left now with a player option in 2027, 2028. Damian Lillard's got this upcoming season and next, and he's got a player option a year before Giannis. Who the hell else is worth having? Chris Middleton, we've all given up on him. Brook Lopez could leave after this season. Bobby Portis is under contract after this year for one more year, but that ain't enough. Giannis might ask out this summer. And you know what that's got me thinking? I don't want to panic right now. I don't want to panic. But did the New York Knicks make a mistake? I mean, they gave up 5 damn draft picks for Mikal Bridges. And I like the brother. I really, really do. And he's dependable and he's always there. But he ain't Giannis. That's 5 picks. Now, I know you gave up Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo. I'm not bringing up Karl Anthony Towns because the bottom line is, well, what you gave up to acquire Karl Anthony Towns, I understand it. Mikal Bridges, I believe in it too. If you don't have a shot at Giannis. But if you got a shot at Giannis and you missed out because you depleted all your available assets, that's a problem. That's a problem. Giannis might win out, y'all. I'm just saying. Let me point that out. Meanwhile, let me transition to Dallas, where the Mavericks are off to a slow start as well, which is a surprise for the defending Western Conference champions. The Mavs lost last night at home to the Houston Rockets. Kyrie and Luka were sensational, dropping 28 and 29 respectively. However, they didn't get enough support from the rest of the squad, including Klay Thompson, who only scored 12 points and 3 of 9 shooting from deep. Listen, everybody calm the hell down. Klay Thompson walked into last night's game averaging nearly 17 a game, shooting 45% from the field. Big number here, 42.5% from three-point range. That's what the hell they got him there for. I'm not tripping. That brother shooting 45% from three-point range. If Klay Thompson has got his three-point shot flowing, look the hell out. Because Dallas definitely can make some noise if you're talking about this brother shooting that accurately from three-point range. Last year, he shot at like 38%. For the first 8 or 9 years of his career, he shot over 40% from three-point range. He's one of the greatest shooters in NBA history. And with Luka and Kyrie on the basketball court with him, most of the shots he's going to get are going to be open shots. So let's understand that about Klay Thompson. I'm not worried about him. I'm looking at Luka, I'm looking at Kyrie. I know what they brought to the table. Kyrie had 35 against Minnesota the night before. Luka is spectacular. We know what he brings to the table. Still wondering whether or not Dallas has enough. But I know this much. I'm not going to throw shade on Klay Thompson, nor Dallas grabbing Klay Thompson. I think that works. I think that works. Before I go to break, let me say I want to take a moment to give early props to my New York Knicks. The New York Knicks are just 2-2 so far. But I do like what I saw from Karl Anthony Towns the other night, dropping 44 on Miami in New York's win at home. I like that. I like that. We need that from Karl Anthony Towns. This is what I meant when I said I like the acquisition. He can catch and shoot. Plus, he can score in the post. Plus, by the way, Minnesota's going to miss that defense that he put on Jokic when they went up against Denver in the Western Conference semifinals. Now, I don't like the thought of Karl Anthony Towns having to defend on the perimeter. I know that ain't his bag. But can he defend against other big men in the post? Sure. Can he score in the post against other big men? Absolutely. Can he step away from the basket and shoot the three better than practically any big man? So I'm very happy with Karl Anthony Towns being in New York. I knew the New York Knicks was going to struggle out of the gate, just 2-2. You got to get acclimated. Everybody acclimated. Mikal Bridges, Karl Anthony Towns, they're new to this. OG Anunoby back in the bag. You know, we get back on the squad. Jalen Brunson, no Dante DiVincenzo though. Okay, so you got Brunson and Bridges. All right, you got Josh Hart. You got OG Anunoby. You got a Karl Anthony Towns. I don't want Karl Anthony Towns playing the 5 too much. I can't wait for Mitchell Robinson to get back. I'd like to see the Knicks get another big man. I'd like to see somebody else playing the five, so Karl Anthony Towns doesn't have to do that. But either way you slice it, I'm good with it. Just don't tell me 9 months from now that the New York Knicks had a chance to get Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek freak. And we didn't get him because we don't have no assets, because we gave them all up. Don't do it. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that Mikal Bridges, as much as I love him, is the reason we can't get Giannis Antetokounmpo. I'm going to be heartbroken. Because if Giannis Antetokounmpo, if Giannis, the Greek freak, was in Gotham City, if he was playing at the Garden, Knicks could win it all. Knicks could win it all. But that's just me. That's what.
Thank you for watching so far. Leave your comment below. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any detail. A hug and see you next time.